Welcome to our third lesson. And today what we're going to get into is we're going to get into our microstation, and I want to show you guys how to go a bit further than just actually setting up your units. We're going to do an architectural drawing, we're going to do a mechanical drawing, and then we're going to do a civil or survey drawing. And I want to start a new drawing here, and I want to show you some more little tricks of the trade, especially if you're a AutoCAD user, and which most of my students, that's the main program we start out with, so it'll help you to be able to go and transfer skills into this. And there's not a whole lot of difference, but we'll show you some stuff. This is going to be example. I'll call this example 2, actually 3. Save. Now last week you remember that or our last lesson, lesson 2, showed you guys how that you can save your units in a drawing and all of your settings. You can go in again to settings and design file, and that's where you're going to set everything up. And this, I'm going to do that right now. For this one, I'm going to do some architectural drawing, and I'm going to go to working units. I want master units and subunits, and I want in feet for my master units, and my subunits I want in inches. And accuracy, I want it to go to 1/16 of an inch. Everything else should be fine. Angle readout, I don't need it going that accurate. We'll just do 1 decimal place, and then OK. Now, after you get that set, you've got to make sure that you come over here and go to File and Save Settings. OK. Now, when I close this file out and open it back up to rework in it, I don't have to go back in and put my units back in again. Because if you don't save your settings, it will default those units back and back to its default. So that's just a little quick trick to help you from having to go back and forth so much. Now, there's some more things that are very helpful, and you don't see down here. You know, like in AutoCAD, you have Object Snap. You got your status bar, and you've got Object Snap. And also you got your modifying. You don't see that down here, but we can get it. Come up here to Tools and slide down to Toolboxes. Now inside Toolboxes you can pick up all of these things. There's tons of different things that you can jump into and put on your screen. And we got to just scroll down to Snaps. And also I want Modify while I'm in here. This Modify tab. And also want my snaps. Snap mode. Y'all see that? This is how, if y'all remember snap mode, I'll just kind of dock it down here, and I'll dock my modify down here. Okay? Now snap mode is like picking to end point, center point, midpoint of a line, things like that. Those come in tangent, perpendicular. They're coming really handy, and you've done that before in my classes in AutoCAD. So that's how you bring that up. And then here's your modify, trim, extend, things of that sort. There's delete or break element and modify element, and we'll get into those a little bit more too as we go. So now we've got everything set up. Now remember, I changed my settings. So what do I have to do? File. And I got to go down here to save settings. So we're good. Now I want to draw something. I'm going to see if I can find me a drawing on my desktop here. This is perfect. This would be perfect. I want to draw this. Throw that one over there and throw this one in here. Back this one over just a fuzz so I can see more of my drawing space. And this is good when you've got dual monitors. Whenever you're in the work field, you'll most of the time have dual monitors when you're doing a lot of this stuff. But we're going to draw this thing out. And we've got the unit set, we've got our snaps, we got our modify elements up right there, we're good to go. I'm just going to draw this one with a line, okay? And I'll show you that. Just come up here and hit line. And down here at your X, I'm just going to type in 0 for my Y, 0. And I'm just going to click. You can see right there 0, 0. Now I left clicked when I clicked up there. And you can come down here and X and do like an absolute coordinate 45 foot 3 inches, or you can come over here to Y and set that up, or keep it at 45 foot 3 and 0 for Y, and it would shoot it across. And I'll show you that. So we're going to take and do 45 foot. And I put that colon there, 3 inches, and Y, you just come up here, pan over, and I just click with my left mouse button. See, it's going to go which direction like there. It's either going positive or negative in X, so we want positive, so I click. Here's another quick trick. I can shoot this next line up there, just type in 33. And don't pay no attention to this down here. You just get the direction that you want to go in. And I want to hit right click to get out of that. Again, I hit my line with my snap on. If I turn that snap off, see I can't catch that end point. But if I turn my snap on, I can. But if you get a direction going, moving in the right direction, just type in 33, 3, click, it's there. It's kind of like the direct line method. Now you can use your XY, but it seems like this is so much faster. Just like AutoCAD, you get your direction, type in, how far you want that line to be, and it automatically puts it in. So that is really handy. Go back this way. I just type in 20, left click on my mouse, and I'll come up. It's like 2 foot. I'll come over 6 foot. And I don't have to put feet on these. It automatically knows because I've got that unit set. There's 2. I'll swing over this way, 5. And I come back down. Looks like it's 14.7. So 14.7. And you can do 14 space. You don't have to put the colon in every time. And coming out here, we got 14, comma 3. Then I shoot down, and there's something wrong. Did I goof up somewhere? And see, it's not ending where it should. So, we need to go back and do some dimensioning on this. Okay? Did I goof up right through here somewhere? Let's check it out. Now, to do so, you got different tools over here. These are your measuring tools up here. Measure your distance. Measure my length. I can click on this line and it'll automatically tell me it's 45 foot 3. I'll click on this line. It's 33 foot and 3 inches is right. This one's 20 foot. This one is 2. This one's 6. This one's 2. This one's 5 foot, right? This one here is 14 foot 0 inches. So we goofed up, didn't we? And this one is 14 foot. We goofed up. So if you goof up, just go back, right click, get out of this. We got to select elements. It's just not like AutoCAD where you can click and just grab everything. You come up here to your element selection, and I just do a window. And I want to delete them out. I can hit delete on my keyboard or hit delete there. Come back into line with my snap on down here. I can click on this and I can move it down. And like I told you a few minutes ago, you're better off hit that colon 7. And that should have been 14.7. 14.7. Boom. Then put 14 colon 7. Boom. And now it should close right up perpendicular. It went too far. So we've got to figure out what is going on here. So again, come back down with your length. And that's 14 foot 7. Should have been 14.3. I just typed in the wrong number, but this one is 14.7 now, so we're good. So again, right click to get out of the command and come over here to your select element, grab the lines you don't want and delete, gone. Hit your line command, grab this point, type it in 14:3, and now, oh, perfect. Right click to get out of the command. Now, let's just make sure our measurements are right. You can just check them here. 14:3, 14:7, and the last one should have been 18:8. Perfect. We got that little footprint of this residential house laid out. Now, there's something else we need to do. This is just a measure, and it's really nice to have and use, but you also should be able to go in there and do dimensions. And I'll open this up. We don't need that background anymore. So what I want to do is turn on my dimensions, and right here, if you come over here, you have dimension element. Click on it, click the element, and bring it down. Now you're noticing it's 45:25, and my drawing was 45'3". Well, this is in decimal feet, 45.25. So that's not necessarily wrong. That's correct in decimal feet. It's the same as 45'3". We just need to set this unit up different. Okay? So whenever you hover down here, y'all see this element dimension? You see how I clicked on it and I brought it up? It was just right there in my microstation down at the bottom. Element dimensioning. Now what I want to do is, right now the style is none, and I want to make a style called architecture. And to do so, I hit my little magnifying glass here, and it brings up this screen where I can do my editing on my dimension. It's my dimension style. So basically, you see this right here, it's create style. So I create a new style. This one's going to be called architecture, and it's going to be in feet/inches. And okay. So all I got to do now is just set it up. And master units is in feet, but I want master units and subunits. And I want master units labeled and subunits labeled. Okay? Feet, subunits inches, and accuracy will go to a 1/16 of an inch is fine for this. Everything else looks good. You can do a secondary unit on this if you want, but I just want the primary work units. Text, you can do a different style of text if you'd like. We've got it on Arial right now. The Terminator, let's do this. Let's do my tick marks, okay? All right. Everything looks pretty good. So now I come over here and hit save. I want to close out of this, and I come over here to this now in my element dimensioning, and I want to hit architecture. And now I've got that set. Let's do another one. Just hit there, click on this, and bring it over. Y'all see that? 33 feet, 3 inches. Click on this one and bring it down. It's 45 foot, 3 inches. Right click. And I want to do element selection. Grab that one, delete it out. Okay. Now, if you don't like where it says feet and inches, you can go back and change that. I'll click on this one. And click on that. Let's go in there and let's see if we can do a little editing on the architectural one. Feet and image, it's labeled. Let's see what this looks like. Save. Install. And it's got a little dash in between it. Not a whole lot of difference there. But that's actually how you're going to set up your dimensioning. And I do have, like I said, we're going to have a couple architectural drawings I want you to do. We're going to have a couple mechanical drawings I want you to do, and we're going to have a couple civil drawings. So this is actually going to be lesson 3, but I'm going to have a lesson 4, and I'll show you how to set up your mechanical and your civil